Jenson Brooksby has quickly emerged as one of the most intriguing young talents in American tennis. While the spotlight often shines on power hitters and showy personalities, Brooksby has carved out a unique path defined by grit, intelligence, and an unconventional playing style. Born in Sacramento, California, in 2000, Brooksby developed a passion for the game early on. Unlike many of his peers, he didn't rely on flashy shots or overwhelming power. Instead, he mastered the art of precision, angles, and strategy. His breakthrough moment came at the 2021 US Open, where he captivated tennis fans by reaching the fourth round and taking a set-off world no-one Novak Djokovic. That performance wasn't just a fluke, it was a glimpse into a future filled with potential. Analysts praised his mental toughness, point construction, and ability to make top-ranked players uncomfortable with his unique rhythm and relentless focus. Brooksby's rise is especially notable in the context of American men's tennis, which has been searching for its next Grand Slam champion for years. While others lean on raw athleticism, Jenson represents a more cerebral approach. His success lies in his ability to read the game and neutralize his opponent's strength. What makes him even more compelling is his resilience. Despite battling injuries that temporarily stalled his momentum, Brooksby has shown a determination to return stronger each time. He trains with purpose, speaks with humility, and plays with a chip on his shoulder, an edge that may carry him even further up the ATP rankings. In a generation hungry for the next American tennis icon, Jenson Brooksby may not fit the traditional mold, but that's exactly what makes his rise so exciting. He's a star in the making, one calculated swing at a time. Injury challenges, the toughest opponents Jenson Brooksby has faced. For any athlete, injuries are part of the game, but for Jenson Brooksby, they've often felt like the biggest hurdle in his promising career. Just as his star began to rise on the ATP Tour, physical setbacks started to test his resilience in ways no opponent ever could. After his breakthrough 2021 season, where he reached the fourth round of the US Open and cracked the top 40 rankings, Brooksby was viewed as one of America's brightest hopes in men's tennis. But shortly after, the momentum slowed. A series of injuries, first a wrist issue, then more severe hip problems, sidelined him for extended periods. These weren't minor tweaks. They required surgery, rehab, and months away from the competitive circuit. The physical toll was heavy, but the mental strain might have been even greater. Watching peers rise through the rankings while spending days in recovery and physical therapy rooms can chip away at confidence. For a player like Brooksby, whose game is built on rhythm, movement, and timing, every week away from the court was a potential step backward. Yet, he never stopped fighting. Brooksby approached recovery with the same meticulous mindset he brings to the game: disciplined, methodical, and mentally strong. He often spoke about focusing not just on healing, but on coming back smarter and more prepared than before. His journey through injury has redefined his career, not as a cautionary tale, but as a testament to perseverance. The setbacks have given him perspective, shaped his mindset, and deepened his hunger. For Jenson Brooksby, injuries are not the end of the story, they're just part of the path. And when he does step back onto the court at full strength, he won't just be the same player, he'll be tougher, sharper, and more determined than ever. Unorthodox playing style, how Jenson Brooksby redefines the game. In a sport where power, flash, and textbook form dominate the headlines, Jenson Brooksby stands out as a refreshing anomaly. His playing style doesn't follow the traditional script. There are no booming aces or blistering forehands, no Federer-like elegance or Kyrgios-style trick shots. Instead, Brooksby brings a gritty, unorthodox, and highly effective brand of tennis that frustrates opponents and fascinates fans. What makes his style so unique? It starts with his footwork and movement. Brooksby glides across the court with efficiency, using anticipation and court sense rather than raw speed. His two-handed backhand is steady and precise, and while his forehand might look unorthodox in its mechanics, it's surprisingly effective in redirecting pace and creating awkward angles. But his real weapon? The mind. Brooksby plays chess while others play checkers. He constructs points with thought and patience, often dragging opponents into long, grinding rallies that test both stamina and composure. He disrupts rhythm, mixing deep balls with short slices, high, loopy shots with flat, sharp returns. It's a blend that throws off timing and forces errors. His serve, though not overwhelming in speed, is placed smartly to set up the next shot. And when under pressure, Brooksby doesn't panic, he problem solves. That's what sets him apart. A high tennis IQ paired with a relentless work ethic. While his unconventional style might not turn heads at first glance, it's earned him wins over top 10 players and respect from seasoned pros. Commentators often call him tough to read, mentally sharp, and the ultimate disruptor. In an era of clones and baseline bashers, Jenson Brooksby's unorthodox approach is a reminder that there's more than one way to win, and sometimes the unexpected path is the most effective one. College pathway. Jenson Brooksby's unconventional decision. Jenson Brooksby's journey to professional tennis is a testament to the idea that success doesn't always follow the expected path. While many young tennis players opt for college tennis as a stepping stone to the pros, Brooksby made the bold decision to bypass that route and turn pro directly after high school. Originally, Brooksby had committed to play for Baylor University, one of the top college programs in the country, where he would have had the chance to develop his game further in a competitive collegiate environment. But after a string of impressive performances on the junior circuit, Brooksby realized that he was ready to take on the challenges of the ATP Tour earlier than most of his peers. In 2018, after making his mark on the ITF and ATP Challenger circuits, Brooksby decided to forego college tennis and enter the professional ranks. This decision, while risky, allowed him to accelerate his development on the world stage. Instead of competing in the college system, which often prioritizes team success over individual growth, Brooksby focused solely on his personal game, adjusting to the higher levels of competition, dealing with the physical and mental demands of the ATP Tour, and refining his unorthodox playing style. His decision paid off. Brooksby quickly gained attention for his maturity on the court and his ability to compete with established players despite being relatively unknown. His breakthrough came at the 2021 US Open, where he reached the fourth round, defeating seasoned professionals and showcasing his potential to the tennis world. By choosing the pro route over college, Brooksby took a risk that worked in his favor, proving that sometimes forging your own path is the key to success. Breakout moment. Jenson Brooksby's ascendancy at the 2021 US Open. Every rising star in tennis has a moment when they break into the mainstream consciousness. For Jenson Brooksby, that moment came at the 2021 US Open, where he made a name for himself with an unforgettable performance that solidified his place among the sport's up-and-coming players. Despite being a relative unknown on the big stage, Brooksby entered the 2021 US Open with a quiet confidence, armed with his unorthodox playing style and sharp tennis IQ. By the time he reached the fourth round, tennis fans and pundits alike were taking notice. His ability to disrupt the rhythm of top players and outlast them in long rallies was impressive, and it was clear that his mental toughness was just as strong as his physical game. In his third-round match against world number 14, Aslan Karatsev, Brooksby put on a masterclass. With a mix of creativity, precision and poise, he broke Karatsev's momentum and ultimately defeated him in straight sets, marking a huge upset. The win put Brooksby into the fourth round, where he faced world number 1 Novak Djokovic. While he didn't defeat Djokovic, the match was a statement in itself. Brooksby pushed the top seed to his limits, taking a set off Djokovic and showing resilience in the face of one of the sport's all-time greats. His performance at the US Open not only earned him widespread recognition, but also a rapid rise up the ATP rankings, from no 99 to no 43 in just a few weeks. The 2021 US Open was Brooksby's breakout moment, a true testament to his potential, mental fortitude, and ability to compete with the very best. It was clear that this was just the beginning of a promising career. Comeback mentality. Jenson Brooksby's resilience and determination. In the world of professional tennis, the road to success is rarely a straight line. For Jenson Brooksby, the journey has been anything but easy. His career has been marked by a series of setbacks, most notably injuries, that have tested not only his physical resilience, but also his mental fortitude. However, it's his comeback mentality that has truly defined his character and trajectory as a player. After a breakout year in 2021, which saw Brooksby rise up the ATP rankings and gain recognition for his unique playing style, the young American faced a series of injuries that threatened to derail his momentum. Wrist and hip problems forced him to miss crucial tournaments and undergo extended periods of rehabilitation. For many players, such injuries can lead to self-doubt, frustration, and a loss of confidence. But for Brooksby, the experience has only strengthened his resolve. Instead of letting the injuries define him, Brooksby took the time to rebuild both his body and mind. He focused on recovery with a relentless work ethic, committing himself to return to the tour stronger, not just physically but mentally. Brooksby's approach to injury recovery isn't just about regaining fitness. He treats it as an opportunity to improve his game in other areas, such as his fitness, mental toughness, and tactical awareness. His return to competition was marked by a determination to prove that setbacks are just setups for comebacks. Brooksby's mentality has become one of the most talked about aspects of his career. He refuses to let obstacles define him, instead choosing to embrace them as challenges to overcome. With his relentless spirit and a never-give-up attitude, Jenson Brooksby has shown that no matter how many setbacks life throws his way, he will always come back stronger.